Hey, friend. Hey, how are you today? I hope y'all can hear me. I switched over my mic, so hopefully y'all can hear me. But anyway, happy Tuesday. This is the Tuesday before Christmas, and it is a good day. I missed my workout this morning, so I'm feeling some type of way about that, but it is what it is. It lets us know that we're human and that we're not always perfect. Okay. As you come in the room, make sure that you like, share, and leave some comments. Let me know where you are calling in from, um, because I definitely want to make sure that I see you. There is still time for you to get certified before 2023 ends. So don't forget that. Okay. I am going to be sharing my screen. So let me go ahead and do that. Friend, can you let me know if you can hear me? Because I just shared with before you got on that this is my first time using the mic on this headphone. So let me know if you can hear me. I definitely want to make sure that y'all are y'all can hear me. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. I won't. Oh, wait a second. Y'all know I'm always struggling to share my screen now that I'm using um now that I am using this different platform. I struggle to share my screen sometimes. So let me go ahead. Okay, let's see. Okay, friend, hold on. Hold on, friend. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, good. All right, all right, all right. Very good. So, as always, this free tutorial or free session is being brought to you by LW Pharmacy Technician School. If you are in the 15-week class, this is the PowerPoint for week 7. Okay, so we're going to be talking about different things that's going to be included in Module 7. Also, I am reminding you still that you can get certified before the end of 2023. So if you have not done that, baby, it is not too late, okay? Because the year is not over yet. The fat lady has not sang. I did put the description for the tutorial session in the video description, or excuse me, I did put the link for the tutorial session in the video description. So if you're interested in that, definitely utilize that link so we can work with you and get you certified. Okay. Don't feel like you can't get things done. All right. Let me take a little sip of my water. It is water in my wine glass. And I put water in this little fancy glass because I am being intentional about drinking more water. So before y'all start that rumor, Lindsay was drinking on camera. Baby, this is all alkaline water. But it's my way of being intentional about things because for me, reaching my goals are important to me. And so, in order to do that, there are times when I have to do different things. You have to approach it differently. So, sometimes drinking it out of a bottle doesn't always reach me to my goal. But being a little bit more fancy, maybe a little bit more appealing to the eye, right? So, it's just all about getting to your goals. So, what are some things that you do to get you to your goals? Please share. Okay. But less about that and more about package inserts. Let's talk about package inserts for a second. So, package inserts are, they look like this in a sense. This is not a package insert, by the way. This is like a little folded up paper, but this is kind of like the size of the package insert and it's normally attached to the medication. We normally see this a lot with birth control, right? We see this a lot with medications that are going out that may have already been put into unit dosing packages. And so for the birth control, whenever we dispense birth control, we always dispense it with the package insert. Write that down. Birth control is a drug that is dispensed with a package insert. And the reason being is because whether people know this or not, birth control is a very serious drug. And it's a drug that alters the hormones of the body. And I like to say that it tricks the body into thinking that it's pregnant, so the body really doesn't get pregnant, right? So Giving the patient the package insert gives them an opportunity to know a little bit more about the medication than what the pharmacist may have been able to share when they pick the medication up. Okay. Disclaimer, my kids are home on Christmas break for the holidays, so y'all may hear all kind of noise in the background. Baby, just tune it out because they are here. Okay. So let's look at the question. It says, which book provides package inserts from manufacturers? And when you think about package inserts, you're going to be thinking about something that gives the patient something to refer to, right? If it's a package insert, it allows them to refer back. So it's like notes, if you will. When you come in this session, I always tell you, hey, write this down. Remember this. Don't forget that, especially before I give you something that's important for you to know. So the package insert gives the patient something to refer back to when they're not with the doctor or they're not with the pharmacist. They can refer back to say, hey, I'm feeling this type of, let me see what I should do, in this scenario. So when you think about package inserts, they can be found in the physician desk reference, okay? The physician desk reference. Average wholesale pricing. Average wholesale pricing is where we can find pricing for different medications. Okay, so it says if you need to find the average wholesale price of a drug, the best source to look is in what? And there was a student of mine. Shout out to Stacy. Stacy was one of the first students who completed our pharmacy technician course back in like 2016. Long time ago, in the words of Bernie Mac. But she came through, and when we were talking about pricing and that it's associated with the red book, she said, I'm going to remember the red book is associated with the price because I'm going to think of pricey red bottoms. I said, what? She said, I'm going to remember that the price for the drugs come from the red book because I am going to remember pricey red bottoms. And I just thought that was the coolest thing for her to say, that she's making that connection. So I'm going to share with you the same thing that Stacy did. And Stacy is also a certified pharmacy technician, currently working as a tech. And I try to keep in contact with her on LinkedIn, which, by the way, if you're not connected with me on LinkedIn, please connect with me on LinkedIn. That is where I share information about different jobs. I talk about certification, renewal, tools and things like that. Just different things that help you to stay progressive in your pharmacy technician career. So my LinkedIn is Lindsay Bradford. Okay, let me put this in the chat. It's Lindsay Bradford. Follow me on LinkedIn. Okay, if you're not on LinkedIn and you spend a lot of your time on like Facebook and Instagram and TikTok looking for jobs, maybe you're doing the wrong thing. Get on LinkedIn. Connect with people who are like-minded. Connect with people who are in the same space as you. Okay, because there you will find people who can give you some game. All right. But just so you know, the answer for this question is red book. Pricey red bottom leads you to red book. I will be very honest and transparent with you. You may or may not get this type of question on your board exam, but if you do get the question, you would have been exposed to the information. Okay. The next one talks about the reference book. The reference book says that the most widely referenced book in pharmacy is what? What is the most widely referenced book in pharmacy? And the drug facts in comparison. Drug facts in comparison is the most widely used reference book in pharmacy. The drug facts in comparison. Okay. The drug facts in comparison allows the pharmacist to compare facts, to compare things, compare medications. Okay. I will also tell you, for you that are in week 7 of my course, you will see the drug facts and comparison book be the answer to a lot of the questions that you are going to cover at the back of chapter 7. Okay. Again, you may or may not get this type of question, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. This is also another reminder: if you have not gotten certified before, if you have not gotten certified, you can do it before the end of 2023. Okay, join us this Wednesday at 6 p.m. We have 1-hour group Zoom sessions. The link to sign up is in the description of this video, and this gives you an opportunity to like do what you need to do, friend. I mean, it's totally up to you. The year is not over. The fat lady has not sang. Okay. Identity. If you need to identify a specific tablet or capsule only by the marking, color, and shape, where would you look? If we're thinking about the identity, and this is the thing, if you use your common sense, let's talk about common sense for a second. And I've said this before in the past. This exam is not hard. This exam, say it with me. This exam is not hard. This exam is easy. This exam it uses common sense. And it's not to be mocked or to be underestimated. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is it's not anything that requires you to study for 15 months. No, please stop doing that. Some of y'all been studying for a whole year and a half and not have taken that board exam. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't know why. Okay. Do you see that they're asking you to identify, and then when you look at the answer choices, the thing that they're asking you to do is also listed in the answer choices. Ident a drug. That's your answer, friend. Look, don't make life hard when it don't have to be hard. I heard somebody say before, don't major in minor and don't minor in major. That, in other words, when it requires you to think hard, think hard. When it requires you not to think hard, live that soft life. Live the soft life. Okay, soft life on deck. Shout out to the soft life. Okay, soft life on deck. I'm not going to even spend a lot of time on this because this is not even something that you should be thinking about that long. The next one is Pharmacy Technician Association. So information about Pharmacy Technician Associations can be found where? Where can we find the information about Pharmacy Tech Associations? We can find that online and in the journals, because remember, we said that the Red Book keeps the prices. So when we're looking for Pharmacy Technician Association, we're going to look online and we're also going to look in the journals. Okay. Online and in the journals. Okay. When we think about maintaining national certification requires 20 hours of CEs, including pharmacy law and medication safety. Now, typically I talk about PTCB because that is the certification that I completed. And that's what I'm most comfortable with, and that's what I know the most about. NHA is a very new exam. And while I'm not saying it doesn't work, I am saying that that exam is still being, and it's still in a space where it's not always accepted by all of the states, while PTCB is accepted everywhere throughout the country. Okay. Either way it go, you still need at least 20 hours of continuing education. And you say, Lindsay, how do I get those 20 hours of continuing education? You get them by joining a National Pharmacy Technician Association. You can join another organization that gives continuing education hours. It doesn't have to necessarily be NPTA, but this is the organization that I've subscribed to. And I use them every year when it comes to completing those certification or that continuing education hours. You do not have to retake your exam. The only time you have to retake your exam is if you don't renew within the year of your certification expiration date. So let's say Your expiration date for your PTCB certification is January 1, 2024. You have until December 31st, 2024 to renew that certification without having to retest. Okay. So it's very imperative that you do join some sort of pharmacy technician organization so you can stay up to date and you can receive those continuing education hours, and then you can also upskill yourself should the opportunity present itself for you to apply for a different job or things like that. Some of you have asked me, what is the PTCB exam eligibility? To do the PTCB, you need to complete a PTCB recognized course and you need to pass the certification exam. Now, how do you do that? First, you need to complete LW pharmacy technician course. We are a PTCB recognized course. Okay. There are other courses out there. I don't know anything about them, but I know that our program is PTCB recognized. Before you join a pharmacy technician course, make sure that they are recognized by the national board. If they are not recognized by the national board, when you get ready to take your board exam, even if you pass, you won't be able to get your certification if you do not follow the eligibility requirements, okay? Or if you don't meet those. So it's imperative that you do your research before you enroll in a pharmacy tech program. I want to leave you with this. Get certified. Get certified and do it to the best of your ability. Get certified and work with a coach. Work with someone who can support you. Work with an organization or a school that has your best interest. It is not in my best interest for students to join my program, not take the board exam, and not pass, right? We're doing everything we can at LW to make sure that you all are prepared. Look at it. Some of you are not enrolled in our program, but we are so passionate about what we do that we're willing to share information with you free of charge at no cost to you, because the thing that drives us and what we're most passionate about is seeing other people win, seeing other people be successful in whatever space that is. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to win with me by enrolling in our program. But what it does mean is, hey, if I have something that can help you, here's a highlighter. Here's a helping hand. Here's the opportunity for me to support you reach your goal. I'm a firm believer in helping others. And I take joy and it just brings me happiness to give to other people. And when there are times that I'm not able to give in the capacity of, what the person may need fully, and I can only give a little bit, I feel sad. I'm like, shucks, I wish I could help a little bit more. And that's just me. I am a generous person. I'm a giver by nature. That's just who I am. So we want to see you win. We want to see you win. We want to see you in a spot where you are, where you're able to reach your goals, no matter what that is. Today's lesson is really short. And it didn't cover a whole, or let me say, I'm not gonna say it didn't cover a lot, because it did, but it didn't take a long time, because some of this information is not going to be on your board exam. But if you're in the 7-week course of the program, this information will definitely help you in the program. But it's also good information for you to know, because you are going to be a certified pharmacy tech. So you want to know how to use your references that are available to you. Okay. If you have not followed me on TikTok, make sure you follow me on TikTok, because I do tend to go live there once a week. And I just talk about different things. There, I talk a lot about pharmacy technician jobs, where you can find jobs, who's hiring, what you need to do, things like that. And so let me put my TikTok in here. And it is, I think it is, Lindsay Bradford. I want to say it's Lindsay Bradford. Okay. TikTok at Lindsay Bradford. All right. I think that's what it is. But I don't have anything else to share, friends. This is it. This is all happy, 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 merry, 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 happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Okay. I look forward to seeing you next week. And I hope that you have a beautiful holiday and that you spend it with family. And I want to say this too. Um, while you may not know, but this year has been a year that has stretched me and it's growing me in spaces and places that I never thought I needed growth in. And with that being said, there are times where I'm pushing beyond my comfort zone. And coming in these sessions and working with you all gives me hope and it gives me that push that I need at times. I say that to say, friend, if you are feeling some type of way around the holiday season, for whatever reason, whether it be financial, whether it be family, whether it be, a companion, whatever it is, a job, whatever it is, just know that it won't always be this way. And that what you're feeling now is momentary. It is something that's happening now, but it's not something that defines who you are. And it definitely does not take away from what you bring to society. So, the real reason for the season is to love, it's to give, love, and it is to enjoy each other. It doesn't always have to be about gifts and expensive designer labels. It's really just the fact that, hey, I'm still here because we know that COVID took out a lot of people. And I just recently heard about people who are still passing away, not necessarily from COVID, but people are still passing. So if you still have life, and breath in your body and you still have your, you may not have everything you want, but maybe you have your necessities, maybe you have the things that make you, able to do what you've been doing. Then what that does is that puts you in a place where you can continue to give love. It may not always seem super easy because life is hard. Life is hard. Life be life, okay? But trust in the process, friend. And I am here for you. I am here with you. And whatever I can do in my capacity to make at least your studying time easier, I want to do that for you. But be encouraged. I know that right now people are giving and buying and taking and all of these things. And, everybody is not able to do that. And that's okay. That is okay. Give what you can. Love on yourself. Love on yourself. Love and be appreciative of the things that you have. This morning in my meditation, I I was feeling some type of way about some different things. And immediately I was just like, let me just start writing down the things that make me happy, that I have in my possession. Writing down the things that make my life better. My walking feet was one of them. Okay. My seeing eyes, because there's somebody right now who can't see the glory that you can see. Um, my listening ears, because there's somebody right now who can't hear me, right? Um, my chewing teeth, because there's somebody right now who is eating their food through a straw or being fed their food through a tube. You don't have to do that. And the fact that you have internet to watch me tells me that you have something that somebody else doesn't have. And we don't always have to go outside the country to find somebody without internet or without feet or without teeth, right? Or without being able to hear. Some of those people are right in our communities. Some of those people are people we know, right? So I say all of that to say, friend, I know what it feels like to be in spaces where, you're trying your best. And even in your trying, you're like, why is this happening to me? Or I thought things were going to be different by now, or I was hoping to have this. And it's easy to get down on yourself, but don't get down on yourself. Okay. If you are going to be sad, I was watching Housewives of Orange County not too long ago. And one of the ladies that I like, her name is Heather Dubrow. And I was watching the reunion and she said this, and it was so interesting to me. She was like, They asked her how was she dealing with something that was happening in her life, something that was very sad and traumatic. And she said, I haven't been able to cry yet because I've scheduled my breakdown. She said, I'm too busy right now to cry, but I am gonna cry and I am gonna feel. And I just thought that that was the most amazing thing because she understood priorities. Now, somebody would say, well, you got to stop and process your feelings. She is going to stop and process them at the time that she's scheduled. And when she does it, she's going to be away. And she has scheduled it on her calendar. Hey, I'm going to be sad on this day from this time to this time. And then after that, I'm done. So I say that to say, if you're feeling sad, do it within a time frame, but we're not going to walk around here and be sad. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep being cute. Okay. And we're going to keep studying and pushing through. But that is my Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday speech that I wanted to give to you. So I love you and I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful holiday and I will see you next week. All right. See you later. Bye, friend.